JT from JT Coin Rings, where I talk coin rings and all things precious metals. Today I am doing another silver round. This round is from the John Wick coin. This is the silver version, not the gold version you've seen in the movie. I have done this before, about a month ago. So this is the third one that I'm doing thus far, a size 11. So you'll be seeing me work at the bench. I have the camera a certain way, so hopefully this is not awkward for some from those to look at. But hopefully this coin takes me about 1 hour to make. I'm doing it in the early mornings because I'm able to do a couple things at once. Um, Take care of some house chores and also take care of some orders that I have pending. Have a couple people inside. It is a little odd. We have a couple people inside the chat already. We have David Carlisle and B Component, and David Carlisle saying hello, and B um, Exponent was saying that the angle was odd. Yeah, this is kind of odd having it this way, but I think it will allow me to show more of my workbench. So I won't be able to read the chat 100% of the time because of the way the phone will be angled. But I said if I'm going to make a ring, I might as well go live. Thank you, B Exponent. B squared exponent. I think I said that correct. I haven't taken that form of math in a minute, so I think I said B squared exponent correctly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you checking out the channel. David Carlisle, thank you as always for coming in and showing your presence. So, like I said, this is going to be the silver round of the hour. I also have this beauty here. This is the year of the rabbit. I did one version of this coin maybe 2 months ago, and it turned out pretty good. I did this obverse side is absolutely beautiful. It has all of the figures of the Chinese zodiac. Man, it's awesome. Made an awesome ring. So I have this round and another year of the rabbit. This one I made last month. It's a smaller band, but this one will be a more chunky band that will keep the names like the rabbit, the horse. It will keep that intact. Unfortunately, I won't be able to keep all the years there, but it's okay. It'll still be a beautiful coin ring. So hopefully, depending on the time frame, I'm making it both of these done tonight or this morning. But just wanted to touch bases with you before I actually start and read the chats and pay attention to the people who came in. It'll be a silent chat. I'll be talking during the process, but unfortunately, I won't be able to read the comments because I want to make sure I'm focused on the ring and shaping it and all. Using my torch, using my dies and other tools. So right now, I'm about to turn the attention to the bench so I can start the beginning process. Continue to leave comments and all that good stuff. B squared exponent. Only way I can really see with this camera angle. Because it must be on. Okay, let me read that again. The only way I can really see with this camera angle is to ignore the chat. No big deal. Okay, no problem. I hope that it wind up being okay when it's time to record on YouTube when it finally um, upload. This is my first time using this angle. This is usually the angle we use on TikTok and Instagram, and when I do my YouTube reels. I'm using a new lapel mic, so I'm hoping that you hear me clearly. It's a Bluetooth. I thought it would give me a better sound, and it's easier to use. It's pretty easy, and it allows me to put my charger in so I won't lose charge during the live stream. But that's it for all the talking. If you turn the phone sideways, it might change. Yeah. Only time if I turn the phone sideways, um, it's kind of difficult sometimes when I'm making a ring. I won't be able to show the same angle. I'm gonna keep it in one. I'm gonna keep the phone in one direction, and that will allow me to see the whole entire table instead of me always moving it around. All the process of making a ring is going to be the same: bending, folding, heating it up. So I'm gonna try this angle. But I appreciate you watching and taking your time out. Hit the like button. Leave comments once the video is over. I'll be talking during the process. All right. But let me get myself to the point that I'm moving it around. Okay, let me find my camera. There we go. Bam. Down in the dungeon. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I call the dungeon. There we go. All right, guys. Let's get to it. Time to turn a silver round into a ring. Size 11. And let's get this done. This is the round. All right. Yes, sir. I have been putting this off for a minute. I've been so busy. But now is the time to get it done. Morning time hours. Okay. We put a little the perfect lubricating lube. It's called Peppy Lube from Peppy Tools. Place it there on the cut edge of my punch. I will be displaying the reeded side of this round, which is the best side to do on this coin. There we go. And there we go. Put that back. Take my hammer. That's it. Keep the punch. We'll make a nice little necklace with that. That's 0.99 fine silver there. Okay. Want to collect some silver. Put it inside this container here. And we do the same thing. We do the burring. Clean out the cut edge. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Voila. Take a little sandpaper there. Oh, 800 grit. You got 800,000. And all I want to do is sand off the inside. I think I'm gonna use some smaller grit so I can really sand this area out. There we go. Do this inside. It's a pretty, I like this round. It's kind of basic on the obverse side. Not really much detail, but it does make a beautiful ring when you show the reef, and you also have the image there, and that's a Latin that's there. So it's a beautiful ring, and it also shows the 1 ounce fine silver stamp below that. So it definitely does make a beautiful ring. I think this ring is definitely made for a person who wears like a size 10 and up. It's a nice bulky ring for the finger. I can make it like we call it a flat tire. I haven't done that with this round, but that will look pretty nice, I think. Okay. All right. The next step that I would do is anneal this coin. So that's my next step. All right. So grab my torch. And I have this. Okay. There we go. One thing about working with fine silver, you don't have to worry about using so much heat to anneal because the silver is so soft. It's easy to work with. Unlike working with 90% or less silver, more copper and other metals, it's pretty harder to move the metal. So I like working with pure silver for that purpose. So the next step would be to fold the coin, or in this case, a silver round. All right. So you want to find a stabilizer die which can hold this size. As you see, if I pick one here, I have to be able to place it in. So let me find the proper size. There we go. Here we go. Like I said, I want to show the reef side. So what I want to do is turn it around. See, that's too big for that. So I turn it around this side. There we go. That allows me to do that. Sorry. Okay, let me turn that back. Okay. Look kind of crooked. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling today? Good to see you too. I have the phone turned a certain way, so I can't read the chat right now. My apologies. But thank you so much for showing up. All right. So what I want to do now is start the process by folding the silver round, and I'm using a starter cone, and this helps me to fold it. Okay. All right. So there we go. Start the process of turning the silver round inside out, as you see right there. Okay. So the next step is I could anneal it, and I will. When you're dealing with the round, you don't want to rip it. You want to keep the metal annealed so it can stay soft. I don't know the temperature, but one thing that we do to make sure that the round or coin is annealed enough, we use a Sharpie. We place it on the coin, and when the Sharpie, the black Sharpie, disappears, we know that it's been heated enough. But I've been doing this type of metal for a while, so I kind of know not to overheat it. But sometimes I do use it. Okay, just to check. But I just wanted to make sure that it was soft enough to go to the next step, and that's to fold it a little bit more. And then the next step would be to put it on the ring stretcher to the desired size of 11. Okay, so what I do is put it back inside my stabilizer die. Place it like that. And now we use the bigger one here. This right here is the universal folding die. As you see, it's bigger than this one here, the starter die, and the universal is here. Okay, so this allows me to fold the coin to the final size. Okay, right there. Wow, place that like that. You want to make sure it's nice and even because you don't want to have a uneven fold. It makes you have a wonky coin. You don't want a wonky coin ring. It takes forever to get it out. Yep, it went all the way through. I didn't expect that to go through all the way through. So here we go. Now it's folded. Okay. You want to make sure it's folded all the way down. You want this to touch, which is not. So what I do is I now fold it past this point. I want to find another one to fold into. That's a little too much. You don't want to. I don't want to damage the coin ring by messing up the sides. So I have to find the right size. Let's see. That may have been a little bit too much pressure. I know I have another size here. Okay, this one here, but this one goes well. Okay, so I found the one it fits in there comfortably. Now this won't come out. This will allow me to fold all the way through. There we go. Now that's the difference. Now it's folded to the top. And the next step is I want to check the size. So the coin ring has to be a size 11. Right now, it's a size 10, which is not that far away. Bring it down to 11. All right, so what I have to do is bring it through my ring stretcher. Before I do that, I want to anneal the coin and make sure it's nice and soft and I'm able to move it without any problems, right? Okay. You anneal the coin. Now it's nice and warm. The metal is able to move more easily. All right, let me put that inside the water to cinch or to quench it. There we go. And now let's be repositioned a little bit. Let me see if you can see. Okay, you can see the ring stretcher from here. Just want to make sure. All right. So in order to protect the inside, you use some shop towel or anything to keep the inside nice and protected so it won't be scratched up. Place it just like so. So since the desired size is 11, I want to stretch the ring 2 sizes above the desired mark. So it'll be at size 13. As you stretch, you want to turn. So as I stretch, turn counterclockwise and stretch again. Okay, bring it down. As you turn it counterclockwise. Okay, same way, counterclockwise and turn. Okay, counterclockwise and turn. Okay, counterclockwise and turn it. Okay, counterclockwise. Start to get a little tough. The metal naturally work hardens after you move it a little. But the beautiful thing about fine silver is so soft. And as you see, it's starting to look different here, right? Okay. So what you want to do is I want to check my size. Right now, I know it's probably over. It's like 3 sizes above, like a 14. Okay. So now what you want to do is put it in this device here. We call this a Swedish wrap. I want to start to bring it back down to the desired size of 11. Right now, my ring is forming at a size 14. And what I want to do is start to bring these walls, make them more uniform. I could continue to go down before I do that, but you use the Swedish wrap because I don't want to go past the desired point. I got it to a size 13. If I continue to go further down, which I could, you know, and then place it inside the Swedish wrap, you know. but that's just more work for me. I can start pressing down now. And what happens is once you press down, this will continue to go further and further and will bring the walls together. All right. And then my desired size of 11 will be there. Usually the practice is to put it on the ring stretcher, and um, this cut edge will be the same size as the reeded edge, and then you can bring it down. But I'm gonna do this technique. All right, so what I want to do is anneal it. You can find this silver round in my Amazon store. I did purchase this at AppMax. You know, the silver round was about $30. By the time that I paid shipping and handling, it may came up to like $41 to buy the silver round. And then, you know, I put in my fee to make the ring and the tools and everything that come along with it, the material. I charge anywhere from $100 to $120 to make a coin ring out of the John Wick round. I'd also use the centerpiece to give you a pendant as well. So you get that extra bonus, extra piece of silver that came from the round originally. And if I have a lot of silver left over, I put that in a small container for you as well. Depending on how much silver I take away from the round, I send that back to you. Sometimes I don't take any silver away from it when I do the deburring. So when you get your coin ring, you receive a pendant, a small pendant of the centerpiece, and that's on a ball chain, a ball link chaining, a chain. Did I say a ball link chaining? A ball link chain, which is made out of silver, made out of metal, steel, I believe. And you have the centerpiece, which is fine silver. Your coin ring, you get a jewelry disposable jewelry rag, and it's pretty good value. And also, when you get the coin ring, you have service for life. Anytime your finger gets big or you need your ring resized or shrunk, you send it back to me. All you do is pay shipping and handling, and I resize your ring for you. I take out any scratches. I also add any patina if you like. Shine it up, clean it, and send it back. It all comes with the price. And all you have to do is send it back to me and pay for shipping and handling. That is the JT Coin Ring way. And once the video is done, I'll put the link to the John Wick coin ring if you'd like to purchase one, or any ring for that matter. If the John Wick is not in your budget, you can also do a quarter coin ring right now. Watching this video, I'll hold the link up for a week. $45 will get you a 90% silver coin ring. Good price, value price. Regularly, the price will definitely is more. If you're watching the video today, just mention JT, what video you watched, and you'll get the ring for $45. And same deal goes. If your finger gets fat, send it back. I'll make sure I resize it. If it has any nicks, any scratches, I'll buff them out for you. Coin ring for life. There we go. So what I'll do is bring that down. Good. I'm stretching it down. That's right. I push that down. Ugh. As you see, it start to change the shape of the ring. You can now start placing it on your finger. Now it's pretty big though. I have fat fingers, but and I apologize for putting it on the middle finger. That's the one that fits, but it's starting to form. Let's check the size. Ooh, it's still like a 15. So I still have some stretching to do. So let's try that. As you put the tape on, and I use Monster tape. This is Monster tape. You can grab this from Home Depot, Lowe's, or any hardware store. And it's actually, let's call it PTFE thread tape. This is what they use in plumbing, right? But this helps me to keep the detail of this ring. We love it. I absolutely love this tape. You know, you can use anything, but this tape right here helps. So what you want to do is place it back in. I'm going to continue to press. All right, put that on top. If you're interested in doing coin rings as well, in the description of this video, once it's over, I'll put in where you can get coin ring tools as well. You can get them all from Amazon, and you know companies like Coin Ring USA and other coin ring tools, they put it through Amazon as well. So and I thought that was pretty easy. Looks pretty good, starting to shape up. But what I want to do is make it smaller. This ring has to be a size 11. So JT has to push this thing down. So there we go. Place it there. I know that B Squared Exponent told me he doesn't do Amazon, so I understand. I understand, but there are other places you can buy, like Jason Works, awesome tools. Also, one of my favorite tool place that makes all their jewelry here in America is Peppy Tools, and you can do more than just make coin rings because they do have the coin ring plate, the ring stretcher. They have tools you can make anything with, you know. So I'm definitely be buying some things, some ring bending tools, some gold and silver plating devices, and I'll be doing videos on that procedure as well. Okay, it's starting to look a little better. It's size 14. Remember, I have to get it to a size 10. In order to protect it, I want to start to I still this tape still looks good though. It still looks good on it. So I'm not going to change it yet. As you see, the bottom of it, it got to come to the out to the bottom. So I have a lot more pushing to do. So let me see here. I can still use this. Ooh. Okay, now it's probably good to change that tape now. Yeah, it's going to the bottom. Okay. There we go. All right, let's check the size. to see how far I have to go. I don't want to go. Okay, right now I moved from a 15 all the way to a 12 and 3/4. So remember, I have to get it to an 11. So what I want to do now, continue to press, but I'm gonna remove this tape. I'm gonna heat it up again because as you move the metal, remember it start to work harden, and I don't want to lose any detail in this coin. It's pretty cool. There we go. All right. Okay. And now you want to put that inside the water to quench it. All right. Let me bring some. All right. Now get the water away from it. Now it's starting to change colors a little bit. I'm gonna clean this ring up. It won't be no problems with this. It's gonna be nice and shiny. I may add a nice little patina to it as well. Real nice. Okay, the next step is to add some more monster tape. There we go. Turn it there. And you want to make sure you cover the entire ring. And that helps protect the detail. Also protects the reeded edge. And you want to wrap it about 25 times. This tape is inexpensive, so you don't have to worry about not able to get more. I think it's like $3. Sometime it may have jumped up to close to $4 because of inflation. Everything is jumping up. Everything is jumping up. There we go. So, all right. I remember it's 12 and 3/4. I don't have far to go, but I have a lot more to shape this. So, what I want to do is use another Swedish wrap. I think I can use this one here. Let me see. This is the Jason Works. Yes. This is too big now. So, let's see here. This is Jason Works too. I only use the Jason Works one. It's a pretty good tool. The other one that I bought, I won't say that company. It messes up my ring when I use it. So you got to use tools that were made with precision. And when you do coin rings, you want to use Coin Ring USA, Jason Works, because they make coin rings. You know, they make the coin rings. So you got to go with the companies. Still too big. You got to go with the companies that make the tools that you need. Let's see. That's too big. So I'm gonna have to continue to use this here. Okay. There we go. Mm-mm. All right, came out to the bottom. Check my. Okay, it's 11. It's really over 11. Okay. So what you want to do here, you got it down to that point. What you want to do is start to clean the inside off with the deburring tool. Okay. You want to clean that off. You want to bring it down a little bit. Okay, you want to go here. Just turn it around. You want to clean that lip. All right, just bring it around nice and slow. You gotta understand this, the burn tool is pretty sharp. So you don't want to cause no problems. You don't want no cuts. I did it one time because I underestimated the sharpness of the burn tool. I did it on a live stream. The first time I've had this one. I've used other deburring tools before. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. This deburring tool was made by Husky. I had to tape up the deburring tool because it kept on coming apart and just didn't like it. Even though it served me well, I had to buy 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, So I went on and found this deburring tool, and it's perfect. You can still change it, but you don't have to worry about it popping out. It's definitely made better. So what you want to do, this deburring tool, is go around and take off some of that lip near the reeded edge because you want to make sure the coin ring is comfortable. So you want to go in and there you go. Get to a point, turn it around, and do it again. Just clean that lip out. There you go. Clean it out. Make sure it don't skip because you don't want that thing to cut you. All right. Once you get that, you have some silver. Keep that silver with you, and this is what I'll send out to the customer. My last ring, I didn't take that much silver away. So once you do that, you want to take your sandpaper and you want to smooth this area out. So you can do it just like so, because you don't want to leave it you don't want to leave it rugged, because this can, cause discomfort to the finger. There we go. Now, people say, why wear coin rings? Coin rings are one way to show that you have interest in precious metals, silver coins, and rounds. It's a way to wear your favorite round as a daily wear. Um, in the coin community, we have favorite coins that we put in our pockets. We just take it along with us every day. Coin rings is a creative way to wear your favorite ring as a favorite coin as a ring. It's a good conversation piece, I believe. You can tell people, hey, this is the John Wick Silver Round. You can show them the 1 ounce version, and then you can say, hey, I wore it as a ring. Now, some people may say that's kind of nerdy. It's an interest. It's a conversation starter. And you're wearing pure silver that used to be in a silver coin or round form that is now made into a ring. That's reason enough right there. Some a lot of people wear costume jewelry, but not you. Not the person who wears the coin ring. Right now, it's a size 11. Awesome. So what I want to do now is take this tape off. I got to my desired size. The next process is to do the refining stage, clean it up, all that good stuff. Make sure that I polish the cut edge. That's the edge that I did the hole. That has to be comfortable as well. Okay. This is the cut edge. And then you have actually the reeded edge. So what I got to do now is make sure that that's out, it's not bowed. Make sure that it's nice and rounded. And I'll be going through a couple stages of sandpaper here as well. And thus, this is how the ring will look a little bit, but I'm about to do some refining. So let me see here. So I want to take a 17-degree die. Let me see. You want to turn it this way first. Right. You want to use some lube because you're going to a cut. You're going to shrink the side a little bit. Okay. There you go. Since it's early in the morning, I won't do the power tools. I'll do all the refining off camera because I know it's early morning hour. Okay, let's turn it here a little bit. There we go. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm reducing one side of the coin, which is the cut edge, just a little bit, and then I will reduce a little bit of the reeded edge. So what you want to do is just put the 600 pressure on that cut edge a little bit. Voila. Release the pressure. Okay. And then what you want to do is turn it around. I'm going to use my Peppy lube again, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Place it there, make sure it's even. And this will be a nice snug 11. There we go. It's a little bit. I may have to stretch it out just a little bit because I probably brought it down to a 10. Okay. Let's check that size. Yes, I brought it up a little bit, which is okay. There we go. Okay, not that bad. Right at the 11. Gotta make it a little bigger. But that's the ring right there. This is the John Wick round turned into a ring. You know, nice comfortable fit. Pretty chunky ring. Okay. And that's it. I'll do a little bit touch up, take pictures of it. Thank you, Henry. Appreciate that. Pretty simple. All right, let's go here. Let's turn this back. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. 49 minutes it took me to do that process. You know, you would think me doing it for 3 years, I can do it in 5 minutes, right? All right, let me get myself settled here. There we go. Let me see. I need multiple cameras. There we go. I'm settled. So there we go. So we have here John Wick. Now there's many ways that I could have done this, choose to do this. I could have made it more rounded, which would have gave it, I don't think I have an example here. I don't have an example. Oh, well, let me show. Well, I could have made it smaller. Thank you, Gray MC. Thank you for watching. Let me read the chats. Um, I'll go to the jeweler to make sure my ring size and healing. Awesome. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. They let me know, and I can make any coin or even any silver round the way you want it. So this is where I can do it. B square exponent. How you doing? Still in there hanging with me? Cool. As you see, there's a difference in width, right? So this ring could have been, um, smaller. Okay, cool. August, I'll be here. God willing, I'll be here. Let me know. You can make it a smaller band, right? Or you can make it a thicker band. Some people like, a thicker band, a more hardy ring because you want to keep more of the silver. So it all depends on how you want your coin ring. You know, let me see the red chat. I'm not going anywhere. So I got the Pac-Man ring. This came from the Pac-Man coin. I think this came out in 2021. Or maybe prior. I'm not sure. So the Pac-Man round, I wanted to make that smaller because I wanted the focus to be on it, but I wanted to try to see how the chunky one looked. And when I did it, it kind of took away from the theme. So the next time I do this ring, I would make a smaller band. So all you would do is see the Pac-Man and him chasing the ghost. That would be pretty cool. So, some corn rings are not made to be chunky, in my opinion. No. But if you want to hold on to something that still has the content of silver, why not? Because you want to make sure it has the weight, and you can put this in your stack because it's still a nice piece of silver, right? So this right here, the John Wick, it still have some shaping that I had to do, but that's going to be some bending, some more heating. That's for another time. The majority of the work is done. Um, the ring size 11. Once I finish, I'll contact the customer to see if they want me to put some polish to it. But it's so much to do afterwards, and you can, the refining of making sure that it's nice and shiny. I want to clean it. I want to make sure I have the bag, the box, so when it's time to ship out. So it's so much more to do. But what you do? I don't want to take up too much of your morning. Okay, I know most of you had to get some rest. So I have some quarters. You let me know. Um, I have $half. I also have I have $half, like Walking Liberty. That make a beautiful ring. I'm thinking of a chunky American Silver Eagle. They make pretty good rings. They make beautiful rings. I'm thinking chunkier American Silver Eagle for my long fingers. Yes, and that's a good thing for. It's a 1 ounce round, 1 ounce coin. I'm sorry, and for long or thick fingers, thick and chunky rings are the way to go. That takes up my pinky, right? Now this is a size 11, and this is my pinky. So you can imagine my finger is about a 13, 12. I love doing Benjis. I'm going to be looking for a Benji, but I'm not open. But I'm open to suggestions. Yeah, two rings that I love to do. My favorites are the Benjamin Franklins. They're pretty difficult to use to make, and I'll tell you why. I also like to make the JFKs. They're one of my favorite because they just look perfect as a coin ring. Now, let me tell you why those 50 cent half dollars. Those half dollars are so difficult to make for coin ring creators when they first starting out because of the relief. If you recognize the obverse side of the half dollar, the Benji, you have the head of Ben Franklin, which comes up a little bit above the coin, the relief, right? So you have thick and thin spots within your coin. As a coin ring, you stretch. So if you have a spot that's real thin because it's not a high relief, that area is more prone to split, right? So with the bust of the JFK and also the Benjamin Franklin, they have that type of relief, that thick and thin inconsistency in the coin, which makes it very challenging when you make it in the coin ring. But I understand because coins were not meant to be coin rings, but when you're making them, that's the hardest thing to deal with from coin ring creators like myself. That was one of the difficult things, making the coin ring without splitting it. So I had to pay very close attention to that detail of that thick and thin area of the coin. So that's why it's challenging. What is the easiest? The easiest for me is silver rounds. The pure silver rounds are the easiest for me. Why? Because pure silver is so easy to move, so easy to stretch, so easy to shrink. Because when you have copper or other metals, man, it's so hard. Like copper and man, it's a difficult ring to move. You really have to heat it up. Okay. Henry Vaughn says the Panama Bobel will look nice as a ring. Absolutely correct. One of my favorites. I think I made 3 Balboas. I made 3 Balboas. I have a Balboa here too. I have one here that because I was going to make it a ring. They make awesome rings. Let me see. I may have sold it already. But Balboas make beautiful rings, especially the Panama Balboa that has the helmet. Man, the one that has the helmet, beautiful ring. Let me see here. Yeah, I thought I had one here, but I don't. But I did. I have made them in the past. The Balboa. Let me see. I got a fun fact for the Balboa. I wonder if you know. Everyone heard of the movie Rocky. Sylvester Stallone, one of the most famous boxing movies of all time. He based the name Rocky off one of his favorite boxers, his name was Roberto Duran, Rocky Balboa. Now, why did he pick Rocky? Rocky because of Rocky Marciano, the famous boxer, but Balboa he used because Duran is from Panama. So and Balboa being the coinage for Panama, he used Balboa. So Rocky Balboa. So Rocky Marciano and Balboa because that represented Roberto Duran's birthplace, the Panama, and Balboa was the coinage. So yeah, that's what I read, and that's what I'm sticking with. I'll find the information and I'll post it somewhere. I'll do another video. I thought it was pretty cool though. You know, Rocky Balboa, Roberto Duran, Panama Balboa. You know, so I missed the message. Let me go back to it. So the live chat. Okay, who else? So B Square Exponent says, so a cat bust Liberty quarter for, oh man, wow. I think that would be a very, very, very expensive very expensive coin to to get, and a very expensive coin to damage. You want to keep that coin as a collector. I don't think you want to make it as a ring, unless you have many of them and it's a special reason. That's a beautiful ring, very important ring to the coin community. I don't want that problem. I make that video, I may get canceled. I don't want to do that. But I remember when I first started making rings, I guess it would be cool. I never seen a ring made out of that coin, but maybe because it's such a expensive coin, very rare coin. I guess they would be considered rare. I don't see many of them. I couldn't. I couldn't do it because of the rarity. There's so many other coins to make rings out of, right? You can make one out of a copper round. It's pretty big, fat, chunky round. I usually wear this when on my thumb. Now, when I first started making coin rings, and I made my channel, I remember working at the job that I do on an everyday basis, and the doctor told me, he says he loves coins. He says, "Hey, if you ever do a coin ring, please do not make a coin ring out of a Morgan dollar." He just loves Morgan dollars. He loves the history of it. And I'm like, well, I never made one. At that time, I never made one. And I would say, okay, I understand the love, the numismatic value and love of Morgans. But I got an order to make a Morgan ring. And I was like, what do I do? I'm going to make me a ring. And Morgan rings are my favorite. Are my favorite rings to make. I make sure that it's made from one that's like a call. If it's a call, I make it. So it's one that has the melt value, and it's nothing too valuable, right? This right here is a Morgan dollar. This one is a Morgan dollar with a pattern that I hit into the coin. But the inside of this ring is all the patterns of, I think this is uh, the obverse side. So the obverse is still present. You'll be able to see the stars. You're able to see the date 1882. But on the outside of it is a pattern. So it looks like a ring, but if you look inside it, you can see the coin detail. It was the first time I did one of these, so I kept it for myself. And this was an everyday wear. 90% silver. I can shine it up, you know. I doubt proof would be noticed. Um, oh, I think you asked something about a quarter, 25 cents. I do they look pretty good too. Let me see your question. Make sure I can answer it. I doubt the proof. He loved Morgans. So what do you think about doing a proof American Silver Eagle? Okay. Or do you think it's just a regular strike? Would be better. A regular would be better. I mean, if you do a proof American Silver Eagle, I mean, you have to look at two things. Once I put the torch to it, once I put that torch to it, it's going to be just like me using uh, a brilliant uncirculated, or any other American Silver Eagle. It's not going to shine differently. Well, it all depends on your size, because I may not have to anneal it as much because it is a .999 fine silver coin. So either or, I will have to apply a torch to it. So it all depends. A proof, if I'm not mistaken, costs more. So I would get a regular American Silver Eagle, you know, for the sake of making a ring out of. That's what I would pretty do. I go to the coin shop and I ask my coin guy, hey, could you please give me an American Silver Eagle? He gives me one and give me one maybe from a later year, or gives me a new one and I make it a ring. You know, you know. Let me see here. Um, B square exponent. You says got you. It's $75. $75 for what? Did I miss the question? Henry said I got you. Okay, so I should send you two American Silver Eagles. I have extra. Okay, that's fine. I'll be fine. You can send me my PO box is the same. My PO box is in my about page of my YouTube. A proof is cheapest. It is? I don't think so. I think a proof, you may can get a proof American Silver Eagle. Wow, that's a good question. I don't I'll be speaking out of terms. But I know that American Silver Eagles are like 33, $35 right now. So at $75 for a proof, that's yeah. I wouldn't send a proof if it was $75 because the coin ring, yeah, a proof is usually more expensive. Um, you look at about that much. So I would send a regular American Silver Eagle. I usually charge when I buy the coin and when I, deal with shipping and everything. My American Silver Eagle coin rings are 130 to $150 when I buy the coin. Um, but I allow subscribers to send me their coins, and then all you pay for is my shipping and handling and my labor, which is cheaper. And then when I charge $150, depending on the ring, you gotta remember that also includes when you want to get your ring resized, cleaned, any scratches taken out. Just and that's like for people usually send that back within a year. They say, "Oh, my ring got a little too small. I need to make it larger." You send it back. I do that. Or I lost weight. Can you make it smaller? I do that. So B Square said, I'm reading his statement. B Square said, I wouldn't use a proof eagle for a ring. Okay, smart. Yeah, that makes sense. Got you. Great MC says usually have a premium on them. Yep, I believe. Henry said, I like to get one done for my son and daughter, the birth year. Okay, that'd be awesome. And we know we have the American Silver Eagles that have that year. I think 86 and up. So I've done a Morgan um, that represented 100 years, a 100-year-old Morgan. Um, this Morgan was for my coworker, her mother, her father. It represented their wedding anniversary. I forgot what year it was though. So I made two coin rings from one coin. So it represented that union, that marriage union. I think it was 1877 because I believe they was married in 1977. I can't remember the year, but I do have the pictures, so I'll post them on my community board. And she wanted a ring for her parents, and she just said, "Hey," and I picked the Morgan, and we made it, and they turned out fine. I was scared because I only had one of those Morgans, and I was afraid that I was going to damage it. So I really took my time. I don't even think I made a video of that process because I had to cut. Well, yeah, 1978, maybe 1878. Thank you for that correction. I would have to find the picture to see exactly what year it was then. That's interesting. Maybe it was 18, it was in the 70s when they got married. So if the first year of the Morgan was 1878, I wonder if it was 79. I have the pictures and I'll look for them. But it was point made, it was one of the best duos that I made. It was two corn rings out of one Morgan. It was the best one. I enjoyed making it, but it was scary. I thought I was going to damage it because I didn't want to make it wobbly. I wanted to make sure it fit well, and I knew it was a special occasion, and we made it happen, and it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I definitely enjoyed it. Let me see some more comments. A trade dollar would be very pricey. Yes, a trade dollar would be pricey. You know what? I made a coin ring out of a trade dollar replica. They had a silver round maybe 2 years ago. Don't and it was one that looked like a trade dollar, and it turned out pretty good. I love the design on it. I love the reverse of that round. I also went to my coin store, and I think that's where I learned about the coins that would get the chop marks. That like when certain countries would get them to check the silver, they put the chop marks on the coin, and I'm gonna have to buy one. That was one of my goals to buy one of a trade dollars with those chop marks. That would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty awesome to have inside the stack. Have anyone ever seen that? The trade dollars with the chop marks? They use those marks in order to check the purity of the silver to make sure it's real. So that you would have the ones with the marks. Let me know in the chat. Have you ever seen that? Yeah, so that's one of the things that I've seen at my local coin store. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, if that could be one in the, I thought he probably at that time. I think he had one in great condition. I want to say it was like 40, $50. I don't know why I didn't grab it because I did a video and I think he allowed me to take a picture of it. So I said, oh well, I'll come back and get it, but I never came back and get it. But I'm sure he still has more. I mean, I love my local corn store. I gave him a call yesterday. I didn't get an opportunity to go in because I was getting some rest, but I called him and said, "Hey, Alex, could you please send me a picture of you holding an American Silver Eagle and also American Gold Eagle? I need it for a video." And guess what? He read the text in about 5 minutes. He said, "Hey, is this good enough for you?" Because I wanted to come in and anytime I need a coin, anytime I need some information, this man is like he's the source. I go get my coin if I need one for a special order. If I want to learn about anything coin related, this man has been around coins all his life. He took over the shop when his father passed away, and the coin shop has been operations for 60 years this year. So that is a task. Okay, we got here. I think Henry found the price. It says the one at his LCS has a high grade, wanted $450 for the trade dollar. Woo! Wow. Hey, it's a numismatic value, something like that. You got to put in, you got to keep that in stat. Only bring that out in special occasions. $450. Well, I'm gonna make sure that I write that down, and I'm going to make a video of me going to the coin store. Let me write it down, and I'll pull out that trade dollar with the chop marks. Let me see. So the trade dollar, with the chop marks, and maybe I was incorrect, and I'll ask the price for it. And he says I think it was a 1876. Let me see. Let me read that chat again. It left me. Henry said I think it was an 1876 S with chop marks. Okay. Ooh, 1876. Yeah, that's probably why. That's a pretty old one. Um, I'm gonna check the one out he has in the shop to make sure, because I know it was a couple. It was the first time that he told me the story of it, and I was pretty amazed. And that's when he also told me that the other counterfeit um measures that they taken to make sure that the coin stayed, um not created, or they could visibly see if it was counterfeit. They put like they changed the borders of the Ethiopian coins, like the Haile Selassie's. They changed the borders so you can visually see this is a certain content, and this coin is legit. So it amazes me how over the years the ingenuity and also to cut down on counterfeit and stealing coins, they change the features of the coin in order to keep them, per in order to keep them, keep things in order. That's what I was trying to say. It took me 15 minutes trying to say it, but that's what I was trying to say. But this right here is a 1921 Morgan. I did a video recently showing the fake Morgan and the real Morgan. I was waiting to do a coin ring on that, so hopefully I'll get an order for that real soon. Let me see any more comments. See the live chat. Yeah. Well, guys, let me see. Gray says, "Oh, right, before my favorite peace dollar." Yes, 19 right before the peace dollar. I had a peace dollar um, coin. I think I gave it away in a gar. I have no more peace dollars in my stack. I had to get some more. I do definitely love the peace dollar. This right here is a coin. I don't know if you remember Lake House Beach. Lake House Beach was on YouTube. He used to have a YouTube channel. He now does silver pours and stuff. And this is one of the things that he did. This is from the Zombie collection. It's a copper round. He added a little tone to it, and this is like mimics the peace dollar, right? So it's pretty cool. I think I won this in a giveaway. copper. He added a nice little tone to it. Oh man, it's pretty nice. It's a little glare, but it's a nice little patina he added. And I had it ever since. This has to be about over over 3 years old. B squares is okay. I thought it was a gold eagle for a woman's ring. Wonderful. Yeah, yeah. I would make at a quarter ounce gold coin would make a beautiful woman's ring. You can get a size 5 or a size 7 out of that for sure. Strange ass, what's up? From New Zealand, how you feeling? Thank you for joining the chat. Henry, thank you so much for coming in. Said thanks, JT. This was fun, and I'll get back to you on my size and email. Have a great morning. You as well. Thanks so much for coming up and sharing the chat with me and watching me make the ring. I appreciate your presence. Yeah, that will work. Yeah, that will work. I'm like a size 5 or 7 for a quarter ounce. So that'd be a beautiful ring too. Nice ring. Won't be too heavy. Nice, light, and quaint, and you still have a nice detail of the American Gold Eagle. Okay, let's see who else is here. All the way from New Zealand. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate you. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you watching me make this John Wick coin ring. Appreciate it. And I'll check you out the next video. All right. Hope to put something up tomorrow. Definitely next week. Been on hiatus for a while, but I'll definitely make it something soon. Thanks, Great MC. I appreciate Eminence. I'm sorry, Great Eminence. I would call you Great MC. Great Eminence. Having some insomnia. Yeah, I get you. I slept earlier, woke up around 11 o'clock, and I was supposed to be reading a book. And I said, well, let me come downstairs and make a ring. So it's all good. It's I know about. I'm gonna be asleep all afternoon until my book club. So got to get up and do some reading, get up and do a workout, and all that good stuff. But junk silver over junk food. I'm working on my diet, my exercise, um, trying to decrease the stress level and all that good stuff. You know how that goes. So just take it one step at a time. But y'all take easy, be cool. Leave a comment after the video. Helps with the algorithm. Make sure you're not subscribed. Subscribe. If you like to see a coin ring made, if you like to send a coin in, send it to my PO box, and I'll make a video of it. All that good stuff. If you want to donate to the channel, you can hit the donate shins that will be in the descriptions. That help the channel go on and do giveaways, which I'll be doing one soon, hitting 13,000 subscribers soon. So I'll be doing one around then. I'll leave details and stuff about that. You'll see videos on that procedure. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, Great Eminence, B Square Exponent, Henry, Strange Ass. Also, David Carlisle was in the house, and everyone, and Henry. Thank you so much. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next video. All right, peace.